Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account and we are checking out the brand new hero. That is right, guys. Vika is up, so I want to run through these bountiful trials, see exactly what it is about and what she is about with the guild trials. Now, overall, it seems like a lot of players not too impressed with the build of the hero. Didn't get a lot of positive feedback even when it went through and kind of looking at the skills and abilities. But I feel like overall, Mauler Tower, 100% we're going to see a lot of utility within the Mauler Tower. Now, in addition, I think when we look at some of the group formations, it's going to be pretty interesting to see exactly where she falls and how she is utilized within these formations. Even looking here, guys, from 360 to 410. So what is that, a 40, 50? We'll put this up a little bit higher. So let's go to a 510. And just to kind of run this, and again, the trials are very, very subjective going in here, but I want to see even just stacked in the formations like we always do when we first come in here to see kind of how the damage stacks in comparison to some of the other heroes we're seeing in here. And overall with the damage, especially you have the Awakened version of Athalion here, a couple buffers in here. So 90 and 85, so pretty close comparison. Again, the SB effect, of course, is going to go on Vika as well, or Vika. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. So damage in that round, pretty good overall. Now, this is interesting because this is going to be the 5-pull with Skarath. So I want to see, so everyone comes in, boom, we're going to get everyone frozen, pulled in. I don't even know at this point if Vika even has the ability to do any damage at this point. 63 and 49. So she is still maxing the damage right there. So pretty impressive, especially from the 5-pull just dying out that fast. Let's go ahead and drop her in front row. I do not think front row is going to work, but I'm wondering even in comparison with the Awakened version of Shamira, just seeing again kind of where the damage aspect of this hero is going to be and where it's going to land. And that's why I love just kind of going through the trials that we have right now here. Right there was up the hole. So 327, guys, but look, 52 in that one. So the Awakened version of Shamira, absolutely crushing it. So some, I believe these are, now I thought it was going to be Maulers. Let's put Brutus in here. I'm wondering, let's go ahead and follow her and see what we get. And I know single damage, she should do pretty well again, just kind of based on the build. But I'm wondering kind of the multiple formations, which there she goes down pretty easy. Now, I know this is what a lot of players were kind of saying earlier was survivability absolutely not there with the hero, which is going to be interesting. So even 50 there, 95 up top from Brutus. Then, of course, the final one in here, we have a lot of rocks, as you can see in here. So we got some crowd control. We got some hypos in there, but Nara is going to grab her. I should have paid attention to that, because it almost seems like she's not too fast on the ult, which I know that one, not really counting it just for the simple fact that Nara grabbed her in that energy disintegration, but still putting out 70 million damage within the formation. But let's take a couple looks at these guys. And I'm wondering even in here, let's swap this up a little bit and see what kind of damage we can get without Nara grabbing her. She's free range right there. There's the ultimate ability. And see, she went down again, but that ultimate ability did go off. And I'm wondering if 120, so almost 60 million damage there. Now for the 5-pull, and again, a lot of players were kind of talking about this. Let's see. So where is Brutus in this formation? I know we popped Brutus in here, but I want to put Skarath in here. And I'm thinking just the possibility of the Mauler comps, having these three together and then having some of our solid tanks, or even putting possibly a couple different heroes in there. Let's swap her to the middle. And I want to see exactly what this kind of looks like. Again, thinking of the Maulers, her and the Awakened version of Sophia, I'm thinking are going to be pretty broken in formations. 55, 45 right there. Let's turn up the levels a little, guys. Let's go up another 5 or 50 level-wise. And again, I want to see kind of what this looks like from the survival aspect. And she gets a buff really early there from Sophia. Boom, there's the ult. Which I feel like pulling them together like this is going to be a pretty interesting formation. 169, 91, 87. So overall, it seems like, again, with some of the builds in here, as long as we can keep her alive, and I wonder with 50 levels added on here. But again, it seems like she is pretty slow. Like overall, I mean, the damage there's the little crowd control ability she has. Boom, sending more ults in there, but those were all critical strikes, guys. And I'm kind of curious, wondering the boss damage with this hero. Again, it looks like she's not doing anything up there. She was literally just kind of hanging out, which is kind of crazy to think. 342 million, and we had the awakened version of Athalia in that formation. But let's see if we can get her up a little higher. We have buffs right here, which I know that was kind of buffing the whole entire time. We know Ivan even buffed it up. I'm trying to think like who would ideally go in here. Let's swap Demia in there for some buffs. Speed it up a little bit. See, she went down. And it seems like she is very, very slow to cast, guys. If you notice, even looking at the regular abilities in here. So she comes out. Even right there, she attacked once, twice with the whip. Little bit of crowd control up here, which again, doing a pretty decent amount. So there's the ult again. And oh, Athalia died on this one. I wasn't even paying attention. But it seems like she is pretty slow. Picks up all 5 kills there. And again, 342. Let's see about front. I'm wondering, again, the kind of survivability aspect. Boom, there's the ult. Which again, does seem pretty slow in the formations, guys. 215 million. Definitely putting out a little bit. And I know in here, guys, let's add, thinking let's throw in some buffers or a little bit more, little bit of a buffing in there. See, even Cecilia just literally took her right down. I know that's pretty straightforward targeting, but even there, Hodgkin gets through it, guys, where she does not. There's some immunity for Hodgkin. There's the crowd control. He's just down here. And it almost seems like with the spinning, with those tops, guys, is multiple targets is going to make a big difference. It seems like single target. I know she gets different tornado buffs, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit different when it comes to the multi-targets versus the single targets. So she's banished there. That's not even going to do anything. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed thoughts on her right now. Oh, I thought I put like in there. I put in Solus. Again, she went down pretty quick right there. Let's wipe out. Let's clean out some of these formations. I don't like it only pulls one formation, guys, because then you do have issues with trying to put some different heroes in there. And again, I want to kind of play around with some of the Maulers. I know some of the buffers in there seem like it's going to be pretty solid, but definitely running an SP effect. So even thinking of the awakened version of like Athalia, or just having a lot of buffers. I wonder even Lava Tune in there, guys. What if we throw some hypos in here? If that's really going to make a difference. God, the lot of buffs in there. Got the top that's spinning. See, but I really don't. I really don't feel. Seems like she is going to be very, very niche, guys. 165 right there. But again, that was only because Mitria was in there. So let's see. So we know Sophia's going to work. I'm wondering. Again, I'm just thinking some different, maybe Salakai. Again, Salakai doesn't have a ton of effectiveness in game modes. But I know Crescia was really strong. So was Anasta and Naruko. 199, 107. So pretty decent damage on that one. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of going to be questionable on the effectiveness of the hero overall, just based on the build. And I'm wondering, even putting Orin in there, putting Leica in there, putting some of the heavier damage dealers. See, she goes down really easy. Even though, guys, 234, it's almost a complete glass cannon at this point with the hero that we're not seeing a ton of survivability in the different game modes. I like the ability to buff, but again, even thinking different heroes, different modes, I wonder even putting her up front. Let me put a Halos in there. I'm thinking again, just kind of the buffing aspect. I wonder if we can speed her up with the twins, but Theo would make a difference in there. I'm thinking the immunity, guys, if running the immunity up front, energy disintegration, she's just getting wrecked. Let's even swap with Theo again for kind of that up front. There to the top, goes back. She knocks the top one more time. It does seem, I don't know. It seems kind of slow. Like literally, like she's, and again, it might make a really big difference with how far the targets are away. Because she drops the top, she hits it, boom, 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 bounces back, stays there. She hits it again. We're about 7 seconds in right there. Now she's just sitting. The top just does the damage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sold on the hero. I'm not loving how she feels, especially because as you see, guys, I know she's doing damage with the top, just spinning around and bouncing into other targets. But I feel like because she just chills. I mean, she hits the top back, so we just kind of wait. Just stands here. And again, the energy seems a little bit slow on her. Boom, there's the ult. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on her yet. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see exactly where she works. But again, Mauler Tower, we know that's gonna be an absolute requirement, but I do not like building heroes specifically for just the Mauler Tower. So as much as I like it, guys, we're going to have to see exactly where she fits in. But that'll do it for today's trial. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.